Good evening. Welcome to the return of St. Charles West's annual Night of Excellence. My name is Scott Vocal, and it is my distinct honor and pleasure to act as principal here at St. Charles West. I would like to start the evening by thanking all of you who are in attendance. The fact that you're here this evening is indicative of the influence that you've had on the students that we recognize here today. We know that it takes a village, and it is our pleasure to have been a part of your village. So thank you. Thank you to our district superintendent, Dr. Jason Seifert, for his leadership. As well as members of the Board of Education who are here this evening, Dr. Donna Towers and Dr. Marita Malone. I would also like to thank Mrs. Angela Hockmeyer and Mrs. Nancy Wheel for their efforts in organizing this event tonight. A little bit about why we are here. I really enjoy this event, and I'm incredibly grateful and happy that we were able to be here this evening after a year's hiatus. Last year this time, we were mailing letters to our honorees and handing out cords just before graduation at rehearsal, and it just was not the same. Tonight we honor some extraordinary students and outstanding staff members with our Warrior Pride Award. One of the reasons why I love this evening is that the criterion for the award is ultimately set by the individual making the nomination, student and staff alike. As a result, each award bestowed this evening is both unique to the individual recognized and a reflection of the exceptionality of their time here at St. Charles West. What makes this such an honor is the fact that the award doesn't necessarily recognize a single event, a single performance, or a single semester's success. It doesn't simply recognize efforts on the athletic field. It also isn't strictly limited to academic performance or an attendance record, especially not this year. The Warrior Pride Award is given to those students who over the course of their career here at West have left an indelible mark on this school, its students, and the faculty. As a Warrior Pride Award winner, understand that the cords you received this evening are a symbol of the impact that you have left. The award is, in essence, a direct reflection of your years at St. Charles West. Ultimately, it is a lasting reminder of your legacy as a warrior. Congratulations to all of our award winners this evening, but more importantly, on behalf of our staff and faculty, we thank you. At this time, allow me to introduce Mrs. Angela Hockmeyer.
We forgot to arrange our certificates in order, so we were trying to do that really quickly. All right, welcome to the 2021 Night of Excellence program. This past year has been a roller coaster of emotions. Tonight, the staff at St. Charles West gets the opportunity to honor students who have made a meaningful impact on our school community here at St. Charles West. I would like to take the opportunity to thank the SC West administration, our City of St. Charles School District board members, and our central office superintendents that have made it to this evening's celebration. St. Charles West Renaissance recognizes the outstanding achievements of both students and faculty in the areas of academic and citizenship. Tonight's ceremony celebrates the warrior spirit of commitment to excellence by both students and faculty in and out of the classroom. These students have received an anonymous nomination for the Warrior Pride Award. In just a few minutes, they will learn the name of their nominator. And yes, many of them have tried to get it out of me, but I have not told anybody. Now I would like to acknowledge our Warrior Pride Awards. Each teacher will have the opportunity to read a statement in regards to why they chose their nominee. Teachers, you will line up to my right, 2 teachers at a time, in the order stated in the program. Once you have read your statement, you will be able to have a photo taken with your nominee to remember this evening. Students, as you hear your name called, please join your teacher on the stage by the left side. And then when you guys are finished, you will leave by the left side and you will go over there and get your photo taken. All right, we will begin with, who's our first person? Grace, yeah. I thought I had the program up here.
Good evening. I didn't realize I was going to have to go first until like a few minutes ago. Okay. Of the awards we give, this one has always been my favorite because it allows us to choose a student that has consistently demonstrated the qualities that we want a St. Charles West Warrior to have: academic achievement, compassion, and community spirit. For my final recipient of this award, because I'm retiring at the end of the school year, I have chosen Paige Whiteside. From the moment Paige walked into my classroom as a sophomore, she was a ray of sunshine. She has always treated others with the kindness and compassion that we expect of our warriors. Academically, she was always on top of her assignments and was always one that I could count on to actively participate in class discussion. Paige also cares about her school community. I was always so grateful for the uplifting notes she would write to me and to others. At the beginning of the school year, even though I no longer have her as a student, Paige, my ray of sunshine, popped by my room to give me a note. That note was one of encouragement and positivity and very much needed. As Paige enters her senior year, I know that she will continue to be a ray of sunshine for our school, and once she graduates and goes into the world, Paige will be one to make a positive impact. Mr. and Mrs. Whiteside, thank you for sharing your precious treasure with us, and thank you for raising such an incredible person.
As a new teacher to the district, I experienced feelings of uncertainty and anxiousness. My first class this year was College United States History, and I wanted to make a good impression. However, within minutes, I found myself fumbling around with new technology while simultaneously juggling a seating chart with unfamiliar students. Josh Farrell patiently waited. He was quiet but incredibly polite. For the first couple weeks, this was our norm. Then one day, Josh approached me in the hallway to show me his academic award. He was excited and animated, which took me completely by surprise. I responded with a congratulatory Gatorade. He found this to be funny and accepted my award as well. Since that day, Josh emerged as a class leader, often teasing me in the process. He seemed to be no longer the quiet kid in the back of the room. As my SAM student for government, Josh served as my vice president, our courtroom bailiff, and Chief Justice. He also tries to remain our undefeated champion during our review games. I can't imagine our classroom without him. His kind and polite demeanor, coupled with his diligent work ethic and humor, allowed Josh to make a positive difference. Thank you.
wiggled. Hi, my name is Aubrey Bildner, and I'm an art teacher, and my nomination for Warrior Knight of Excellence is Abby McCrary. In just the short time that I have known Abby, she has brought so much joy to my classroom, and if there was ever a year that we needed joy, this one was it. She has always something fun to share with me about her schoolwork, guard, house renovations, baking, her girlfriend, or just life in general. I'm happy that each morning starts with Abby in my room. I'm grateful with her grandiose attitude and her undeniable height for life. Pun intended. She is always willing to work on and try new projects, and she is such a hard worker, and she holds me accountable too. Bildner, where's the rubric? Have you got the epoxy yet? Have you put those clay pots in the kiln? I hadn't. And just when we all thought the world was shutting down for good, and the joy, I think that's a misprint. I don't know what it says. It's people like Abby that make us want to keep on going and open it back up again. I'm so glad to know you and so excited to see where your ambition takes you. Thank you very much for your joy.
When I got the email about this Night of Excellence event and a chance to recognize a student to receive a Warrior Pride Award, I thought of Ben King. Ben was in my food stew during fall semester and is in my AIP this year. Ben exhibits kindness, willingness to help others, leadership, teamwork, a positive attitude. In food stew, we had a little pizza dough mishap last semester. There was a group, their dough did not turn out. So Ben spent his AIP time making another batch so they could have pizza for the next day. He has set the pace for a wonderful, fun classroom culture. Ben is willing to help others with homework. He's willing to use that AIP time for a true homework time, which pushes others to do the same. He was a great team member in decorating the best llama-themed Christmas hallway. Ben always keeps everyone up to date by counting the days down to the next holiday or counting down to the last day of school, which I believe it's 8 A and B days and a final week. In the beginning of the year, my AIP class was very quiet and didn't know each other. But by the end of the year, the class was full of an hour of helping each other, talking, teamwork, getting to know each other, and Ben was a part of creating that. Ben, thank you for helping this new facts teacher create a fun classroom culture and educating us all about the kiwi bird.
Oh, wow. Big boy. Hello, everyone. I'm Jack Williamson. You do it, big guy. Guess who nominated you? I did. Is this mine? Is this it? Okay.
Oh, sorry, no.
No, it's not mine. There we go. Woo! I got scared. I was like, I didn't write that. Are you ready, big guy? Well, then get up here. Come on. Come on, Ben Jones. Got it? All right. You going to stand right here? Do you want to read it or you want me to? Okay, I'll do it. Every morning when I walk in, or when he's walking in to get his breakfast, Ben welcomes me and Mr. Edding and everybody else up front with a fist bump or an elbow, regardless if it's a grumpy day or not, correct?
I'm not in agreement. I'm happy.
You're always happy. Okay. When I enter Miss Pagel's room, Ben is the first one to greet me, show me what the class is doing, or what new game he has or video he has on his phone, right? Okay. Ben is a fierce friend, and too bad Eric's not here tonight, but he's a fierce friend, and he always shows empathy and compassion for everybody at St. Charles West. Ben personifies what it means to be a warrior. He sees potential in everybody in the community, and he also makes everybody want to be a better version of themselves, including me. I look forward to my daily interactions with Ben, and I look forward to seeing him reach his goals in the classroom and outside of school. It's an honor to nominate Ben for the Night of Excellence. The world would be a better place if everybody had a friend like Mr. Jones. Congratulations. I love you, big guy. One more thing. Okay, what? What do you need?
I need for you. That's it.
My name is Stacy Gates, and I'm the librarian at West. I have nominated Leilani Zacharias for my Night of Excellence Warrior Pride Medal. Leilani is an eager learner. Leilani is an eager learner. She seeks out knowledge and finds ways to make learning relate to her life. No matter the subject, she wants to both absorb content and make it personally meaningful to her. She sets high standards for herself and works diligently to meet those expectations. I have witnessed her growth in English as a second language, to the point that she was confident enough to have a conversation in English on the phone with a public librarian, which enabled her to regain access to her public library account. She earned every bit of the pride that I saw on her face when that conversation ended successfully. Using educational opportunities to expand their reach in the world is exactly what we want for our students here at St. Charles West, and Leilani has done that and more. Congratulations, Leilani. The world is yours to explore and learn from now. I'm excited for your future.
We wanted to give all the families the opportunity to have the full experience of hearing somebody say good things about their child. So I am going to attempt to do that. Enominado a Leilani Zacharias para mi medalla de orgullo guerrero de Noche de Excelencia. Leilani es una aprendiz I did it all day long, didn't I? I have witnesses. Leilani es una aprendiz entusiasmada. Entusiasmada. She's enthusiastic, entusiasmada. Busca conocimientos y encuentra formas de hacer que el aprendizaje se relacione con su vida. No importa el tema, Leilani quiere absorber el contenido y hacerlo personalmente significativo para ella. Ella establece altos estándares para sí misma y trabaja diligentemente para cumplir con esas expectativas. He sido testigo de su crecimiento continuo en inglés como segundo idioma hasta el punto de que tenía la confianza suficiente para tener una conversación en inglés por teléfono con un bibliotecario público en que lo permitió recuperar el acceso a su cuenta bibliotecaria pública. Se ganó todo el orgullo que vi en su rostro cuando esa conversación terminó con éxito. Usar oportunidades educativas para expandir su alcance en el mundo es exactamente lo que queremos para nuestros estudiantes aquí en St. Charles West. Y Leilani definitivamente ha logrado eso y más. Felicitaciones, Leilani. El mundo es tuyo para que lo explores y aprendas desde ahora. Estoy emocionada por tu futuro. Miss Gates liked long sentences with lots of syllables. And this is the one that I wrote. Esta noche reconozco a Diana Cervantes Muñoz, no solo por lo que ha logrado, sino por cómo y por qué lo ha logrado. Cuando Diana se inscribió en St. Charles West, nunca antes había asistido en la escuela en los Estados Unidos. Se necesita valor para asistir a la escuela secundaria en un nuevo país y se requiere determinación para aprender en un nuevo idioma. Debido a que tiene esas cualidades, Diana tuvo éxito en ambas. Quiero reconocer especialmente a Diana por su descartado trabajo como estudiante virtual. Perderse un último año tradicional es decepcionante y aprender en línea es un desafío, pero Diana ha sobresalido. Ella asiste, participa y trabaja con un estándar incluso más alto que el de obtener sobresalientes. Trabaja para comprender y hacerlo mejor que pueda. A menudo, Diana ha expresado cuánto valora a su familia y sé que su excelente trabajo refleja el apoyo que ha recibido de ellos. Las familias son los primeros maestros. Ha sido un placer ver a Diana construir sobre esa base sólida y es un honor para mí presentarle el premio. Tonight I recognize Diana Cervantes Muñoz, not only for what she has accomplished, but how and why she has accomplished it. When Diana enrolled at St. Charles West, she had never before attended school in the United States. It takes courage to attend high school in a new country, and it takes determination to learn in a new language. Because she has those qualities, Diana was successful at both. I want to especially recognize Diana for her outstanding work as a virtual student. Missing a traditional senior year is disappointing, and learning online is challenging, but Diana has excelled. She attends, she participates, and she works to a standard even higher than getting straight A's. She works to understand and to do her very best. Diana has often expressed how much she values her family, and I know her fine work reflects their support. Families are the first teachers. It's been a pleasure to watch Diana build on that solid foundation, and it's my honor to present her with the Warrior Pride Award.
It's a pretty hard act to follow, but I'll do my best. If you're familiar with the Boy or Girl Scouts, then you're probably familiar with the concept of leaving a place better than you found it. That motto is the thought that comes to mind when I think of my Warrior Pride recipient, Senior Joshua Nelson. I am fortunate to have worked with Josh over the past 2 years, not only as his counselor, but also this past year as the sponsor of the Multicultural Achievement Council, also known as the Max Scholars Program. As the Max Scholar President, Josh conducted trainings, gave advice to younger students, and served as an excellent role model. During second semester, Josh approached me excitedly about his idea to start a $1,000 scholarship for the Max Scholar Program, and he said he wanted to initiate the scholarship by donating $1,000 of his own money that he had saved over the past 3 years working part-time. This is exceptionally altruistic, considering that although Josh has received a prestigious scholarship from his college of choice, he still has a financial gap left to pay for his own freshman year of college. Nevertheless, he was determined to provide this scholarship opportunity for a peer. So this year, for the first time ever, Max Scholar seniors will be eligible to apply for the Joshua Nelson Leaders in Action Scholarship. Joshua truly has the heart of a servant leader and demonstrates a spirit of excellence in all that he does. Josh, I know you will be successful in whatever you do and that you will be a force for good wherever you go. In the words of former President Barack Obama, a change is brought about because ordinary people do extraordinary things. You will be missed at St. Charles West, and thank you for leaving myself, the Max Scholars, and the St. Charles West community better than you found it. Give you a hug.
I am excited to be here tonight to present this award to Sam Pappin. As a new teacher to West, Sam's friendly spirit helped me feel at ease. Every B-Day, 7:20-ish a.m., Sam enters class with his upbeat attitude and cheery disposition, ready to participate in whatever activity is planned. He is a person of integrity and honesty, and this is demonstrated by his work ethic. In a foreign language class, Google Translate can become one's best friend. However, I have appreciated Sam's efforts to draw upon his own knowledge and not Google's friendship. I have also noticed Sam's ability to help those around him feel important. He can comfortably interact with any of his classmates and put them at ease, even the shy ones. And also, I have appreciated how he respects the values and opinions and the comments that are shared directly with him or in the classroom. He asks questions, is motivated and invested in learning, and always brings a great sense of humor to the table. Sam carries this positive, motivated attitude beyond the classroom. For example, he started his own successful business to get him through high school and has several customers. This is impressive. That takes more focus, creativity, dedication, and perseverance that is out of the ordinary. I have really enjoyed having Sam in class this year, and I'm certain he will continue to uplift others as he achieves his goals.
Hello, I'm Amber Perkins. I know you guys are all wondering who the heck I picked, right? Yeah. It was hard. Class of 2021 is probably one of the greatest classes I've experienced, and this was a very hard decision. So if I didn't pick you, I still love you. Okay. Drive, determination, and perseverance are just 3 words I would use to describe Madison Tennisketter. Madison has been faced with major challenges this year and has been able to always find the light at the end of the tunnel. She holds her head high in the face of uncertainty, and always greets you with a smile and a kind hello. She can recognize when others need a little pick-me-up, and she tends to lend a helping hand anytime she can. With her focus on her future and drive to make those around her great, Madison is bound to do great things. At every life turn, always remember, no matter what obstacles you face, find the strength in who you are. I want to leave you with the words of Dr. Seuss. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose.
Hi, I'm Ann Rakers. When I met Gavin Sidnor, when I met him as a freshman in my physical science class, I knew immediately he was going to be one of those students who was going to make a positive impact at West. Gavin always, and I mean always, makes sure to say hi to his teachers. Before he became a virtual student, he would go out of his way to swing by my room just to say hello for the day. These days, however, he never misses saying hello in the Zoom chat. There's always a little orange flicker. Hello, hello. No matter if it was an A day or a B day, though, I saw Gavin. He has this way about him to make any moment a positive one. You could turn a corner, see Gavin walking towards you, and he can immediately make you smile. You just know he's going to strike up a small but cheery conversation with you. I've witnessed this with his peers as well. Other students in the room are happy to talk with Gavin or engage in his famous fist bump. Something I miss since he's been learning at home. Every day, yes, every day, I could bet on seeing Gavin stop by, and I knew his famous fist bump was on its way. I miss looking forward to that short but meaningful daily encounter. Besides for delightful conversations and routine greetings, Gavin is one of the hardest working students I have ever known. He never misses an assignment or an opportunity to do better if he knows something didn't go the way he hoped. I learned he holds these same qualities from his wrestling coach. I always knew Gavin loved wrestling. When I found out he was captain this year and the fact that he made it to state as one of the top 12 wrestlers in his weight class, it's obvious that he made it, it's obvious Gavin takes these hardworking and caring qualities to every facet of his life. I'm very proud of Gavin and his accomplishments at West. It was easy to choose him for the Warrior Pride Award, and I'm going to miss him so much when he graduates. Congratulations, Gavin.
I didn't fall. Fantastic. I'm Sean Hardy, and I'm blessed to be both a teacher and a parent in this district. Oh, it's right here. All right. So fortitude, gratitude, compassion, hard work, integrity. These are all virtues that describe Warrior Pride Award recipient Ethan Olschlager. Did I get your name right? So I'd also like to add a sense of humor as evidenced by the fact that I've mispronounced his name many times over these past couple of years, and he's very humble about it. All right, this year has been a true test of character for everyone. Ethan has gracefully navigated his path with humility and strength. In addition to the obvious struggles that we've all faced, he's lost several loved ones, both expectedly due to advanced age and unexpectedly, causing great confusion and pain. Ethan is now roommates with his elderly grandfather, whom he loves and respects as he loves life itself. He also still calls his family home. He's very close to his parents. He genuinely understands that each generation must value, support, and respect what the other generations have to offer. When Ethan enters a room, he is unassuming while letting others know that he sees and values their presence. He participates in conversations with the same modesty, often showing deference to others and trying to understand their viewpoints despite his own strongly held beliefs. Whether he's arguing politics or what truck is better to drive, he does it with the same passion, and anyone who knows Ethan knows he loves to argue. If you haven't had the opportunity to do so, you will leave that argument still feeling respected, but he will get his point across to you. So, Ethan, I wanted to say I'm so very proud of you. I've known you from the days of when you jumped off the roof at Jefferson. And very soon, I will be able to proudly watch you walk out the front doors here at St. Charles West, a graduate.
Some of the many qualities that make Chrissy Severs deserving of becoming my Warrior Pride recipient are her compassion for people, her responsibility, and her always going the extra mile to help people. She joined the All of Us Club when she was a freshman because she wanted to become a special education teacher. She quickly built relationships with the students in my life skills class who have disabilities. When Chrissy walks into my room, all of the students' eyes light up. They say, "Chrissy, Chrissy, Chrissy." The most compelling reason why Chrissy deserves the Warrior Pride Award is because every free second of her day she spends volunteering in my classroom assisting students or just hanging out with them. In fact, she has been around my program so much that I kind of view her as one of my paras. She knows the levels of prompting, the reinforcement schedules, and communication needs of every single one of my students. When she goes off to college, she will have an advantage over her peers in her special education classes because of all of the time that she has spent helping others learn over the past 4 years, and my class will miss you. You go.
Oh my gosh. I'm Ellen Heitzeg, and I'm a social worker here at West. Kind-hearted, charismatic, self-aware, determined, and understanding. My list could go on and on about the positive attributes I have for this young woman. When I first met this beautiful soul, she recognized that she needed help. That can be very difficult for people, let alone a high school student. She was my model student, always seeking to do better, always wanting to work on herself. She put in the work daily, and I can stand here tonight with full confidence that she's going places. Emily Schneider. You amaze me. You have the biggest heart. You care about people. You care about yourself. I asked you what you believe you have accomplished over the past few years, and you said, well, I think I've grown so much from the time we first met to now. I'm much more outgoing and happy with myself. I don't let other people's opinions, those who I'm not close with, get to me and make me want to change myself. I'm happy with who I am. You nailed it. Emily, you have put in the work to recognize when you need help, how to control what you can, and by doing so, you have bettered yourself. Your self-awareness, and self-esteem have improved greatly, and because of that, you are able to advocate for yourself. You are more comfortable in your own skin. Emily, how amazing it is that you recognize how far you have come. With time and commitment, you have realized what is important to you, and you have strived to make those things priority, working incredibly hard to meet those goals. You and your work ethic continue to amaze me. Thank you for making me a better social worker and a better person. I know this is hard. This is a hard see you later for the both of us. You have no idea how proud I am of you. You are a prime example as to why I chose the path I did. Emily, you are going to do great things in this world. Keep believing in yourself every day.
Hello. All right. When I was presented with the opportunity to nominate one student with the Warrior Pride Award, the first person that came to my mind was Andrew Kurt. Andrew is the only student that I have had the opportunity to have in class for 4 consecutive years, and also I've never gotten tired of him yet. Andrew has shown initiative for his own learning throughout his time here at St. Charles West, and even during the few semesters I did not have him in class, he would always ask to stay after school to better his understanding of what he was learning in his math class, even if that meant he had to be late to his sports practices to learn more about what he called the unit wheel. Aside from being a hardworking student academically, Andrew is trustworthy and someone that I can rely on to step in when help is needed. I will miss having Andrew in class for the 5th year in a row next year, but I know that he will be doing great things wherever he goes.
Act well your part, there all the honor lies, is the motto of the Thespian Society. This student has gone above and beyond to honor their part, no matter how big or small. They've stepped out of their comfort zone and danced around the stage rather than playing an instrument in the pit. And while I've lied to his face several times when asked, I am proud to say that I nominated Griffin Gardner. While I have only been his teacher for this school year, he has gone above and beyond, both in the classroom and during our extracurricular activities. Griffin was an ITS officer this year and heavily involved in all 3 shows. When it comes to theater, he puts his all into everything he does, and therefore I couldn't have asked for a better student to nominate for this year's Night of Excellence Award.
So much fun the first time. I'm actually reading for Mr. Edding, who cannot be here tonight. Mr. Edding's Warrior Pride winner is Aiden Hammond. As we all know, this school year hasn't been normal in many ways. That includes in many of our athletic events. For the most of the year, we have had limited spectators for all of our events and needed to find a way to live stream our events for those who are not fortunate enough to have a ticket or a voucher. Fortunately, at SCW, we have Warrior Vision, and a crew which Aiden is a member. Aiden stepped up in a big way and has been one of the leaders of the Warrior Vision crew. He was at almost every varsity home football, volleyball, and basketball game, and with a few other events that Warrior Vision live streamed. If Mr. Jackson was not in attendance at an event, Aiden was the person that made sure that all the equipment was set up and working properly, as being there to assist other members of the crew. Thank you, Aiden, and the Warrior Vision crew for providing our Warrior fans with the opportunity to watch our teams play this year.
Hello, my name is Lisa Bourgeaud. I'm a biology teacher here at St. Charles West, and I nominated Melena Duncan for the Warrior Pride Award tonight. Your hair's down. It's very nice. I first met Melena when she took my biology class 2 years ago. Currently, I have her in AP Biology, which is the serious one. It's been a one-of-a-kind experience this year. Melena is always up for a discussion of any biology topic. She keeps me on my toes. Sometimes I have to say, I'll have to research that. Her interest in science lies deep, and I know her path forward will be filled with many opportunities for her to shine. She will always tell me what's on her mind, and her helpful and honest attitude is seen on a daily basis. For example, maybe a month or 2 into the AP Biology curriculum, she honestly said, "What have I gotten myself into?" However, she's gotten herself into something great because she's going to do fantastic on the AP Biology exam coming up. Melena works very hard and is ready to take her interest to the next level. I will miss having a biology sounding board to bounce concepts and current events off of. Good luck in your future science adventures, Melena. I'm very proud of you, as well as I'm sure your parents are. Congratulations.
This school year has been nothing short of unpredictable. The one thing I have always been able to count on is Isaiah's fierce ability to show up to class after he is supposed to. While I have only had the pleasure of putting up with Isaiah in sports and entertainment marketing since January, I did have small interactions with him prior to that. From the first meeting, Isaiah impressed me with his ability to exude positivity and always keep me laughing. Whether he is gifting us with his input during class discussions, rolling his eyes at my TikTok talk, or racing classmates outside during a brain break, his contributions to my classroom do not go unnoticed. Although it often came with a delay to class, I will definitely miss the slow saunter and "Hey, Miss Howard" entrance. Just as predictable as his tardiness, I know that whatever Isaiah decides to do, he will continue to do so with radiating positivity, and when masks are no longer a thing, that great big grin.
Hi, I'm Will Rolfing. Have you ever met someone that goes into everything full-heartedly? For the most part, that's Jacob O'Brien. Who, in case you don't know him, recently replaced most of his wardrobe with ASU gear. While Jacob is dedicated to the social aspects of his life, he is a bit hesitant when it comes to the realm of academia. I first had him in class last spring, which was an interesting semester to say the least. It was my first year of teaching, which was a struggle for me, and he was in Algebra 2, which was a struggle for him. Eventually, he started coming in for help and began to realize that he was fully capable, which I already knew. This is what I appreciate the most about Jacob. It's his ability to exceed his own expectations. Over time, our help sessions went from me reteaching him lessons to me just watching him solve problems, giving him the occasional affirmation when needed. Today, he taught me what Kramer's rule was, which I had already known, but it was refreshing to watch him teach. Overall, he's grown so much in confidence as a student and as a person, and I am just excited to see what happens next for him.
Hi, I'm Lori Van Houten. I teach English here at St. Charles West. My outstanding student is really more of a parent to me than a student. He comes by my room periodically to see if I'm doing okay. He tells me how my former students are doing and advises me of news alerts and upcoming events. Sometimes he calls the room to tell me. Anyone who knows me then knows that my outstanding student for the year is Jack Buehler. He's the most conversationally gifted kid I have ever met. Have you ever had a sports conversation with this boy? I've known him since he was a wee baby freshman, and in those 4 years, I've never heard the kid say an unkind word. And I don't know how he pulls it off, since high school is kind of a madhouse. Of course, Jack does well in school, and he's going to be a sportscasting phenomenon, but I have selected him because he selected me and made my pandemic year much more manageable. I'm going to miss him dearly, but Lindenwood awaits. His professors there need someone to look out for them, too.
Brandon Corbin's singing can make even Shakespearean sonnets sound good, and his dancing.
His singing in class, although occasionally distracting, brings a smile to everyone's face, and I have the pleasure of hearing him sing 3 times a day. In all honesty, Brandon is able to make people laugh in any situation. He brings a lightheartedness to the world that everyone needs after the year we've been having. Being a new teacher is at times daunting, but having Brandon in my class has brightened even the most difficult days. Brandon is only assigned to my second block English class, but I get to see him every day because he ambles into my AIP and voluntarily attends my 8th block English class. As something of an unofficial TA. He is in my room so often you'd think he lived there. That's okay with me because he makes my day easier, which is why he's my Night of Excellence nominee. So Brandon, I hope you never stop singing.
Hold on. I just came out the gym, so I'm gonna give you a handshake.
All right, Mr. Ben Meyer could not be here, and his person could not be here either, but I'm going to go ahead and read it since we are live streaming it. Ben Meyer nominated Will Hallgren to be recognized this evening. He is extremely proud of the musician Will has become in the 6 years that he has been his band instructor. During his tenure as a member of the St. Charles West Band, Will has given a great deal of his time, talents, and energy to representing our school with integrity and class. While serving as the drum major for the Marching Warriors, Will went to great lengths as a leader to ensure their band's success. To leave a positive legacy behind is the simplest and most attainable goal any student can set for themselves, and Will has certainly done his part to fulfill that goal. He is grateful that Will has shared his talents as a musician with their band, and he knows our audiences have appreciated his performance as well. For this, Will, we thank you and we wish you the best.
My name is Nancy Wheel. I am an English teacher here, but I am also the Key Club sponsor and the Co-Renaissance sponsor. And I mention that because I started my day with Key Club and this person, and ended my day with Renaissance and this person. He had me laughing all day today. So, when can we start? Where? What time? How long? Does this sound like Trevor New to anyone? Whether it is on the soccer field or a school activity, if something needs to be done, Trevor is your guy. Now, I am not saying there won't be grumbling and a little eye rolling, but everyone knows that if Trevor is on the job, it is going to get done. I have been in awe of Trevor as part of the new duo since we first met. It was refreshing to get to work with a student that not only had good ideas, but also knew how to get them done. Although not much for poetry, Trevor excels not only in life, but also at school. He is the go-to guy for school spirit. He likes to get the crowd moving. Because of his no-nonsense nature, I know the future is bright for Trevor, and I can't wait to see where it takes him.
The Warrior Pride Award is my favorite night of the year, a time to celebrate any student for any reason we choose. This year, I am honoring a student for their perseverance. There are times in each of our lives when things don't go our way, and those times are when we have the most opportunity for growth. My award recipient has experienced this firsthand this year. There have been several events that did not go his way. He struggled, and he struggled some more, but he kept going. His plans changed and he adjusted. He got knocked down and he got back up. Blake Coots, I am proud of the grit you've shown. Your attitude and your smile will take you far. Keep learning and getting back up. Congratulations.
I have to walk gingerly. I'm the skinniest one up here. I have chosen this young lady because no matter the situation, she tries to have a smile on her face. She's funny, even though she doesn't think she is, a little outgoing, and has truly grown in the last 4 years at St. Charles West. It is for these reasons and many more that I have chosen Addie Block. I first met Addie freshman year basketball season, and she had already shown that she had natural ability to play the game, and she wanted to be successful. She has also seen a lot of ups and downs during her time here at St. Charles West with basketball, struggles in the very big first 2 years, but in the last 2 years, back-to-back conference championships. First time ever in St. Charles West history, so that's awesome. I'm truly proud of the way she worked throughout her high school career, not just in athletics, but academics. She showed more heart and determination each and every season and made me very proud to be one of her coaches. I consider Addie to be one of my own. She can be tough to deal with at times, but she has proven to be a wonderful representative of both her family and St. Charles West with both pride and distinction. Words can never truly express what she has meant to our school, our athletic programs, and what she has meant to me. I have so much more I could talk about, but of course time is short. Addie, thank you so much for all that you have given to our programs and to this school. You have been a wonderful representation of Warrior pride, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I'm Jennifer Miller. I teach chemistry. When a teacher meets a new group of students, they may worry about a student that does not seem to ask a lot of questions, even when the rest of the students in the class ask you to go over every single homework problem. But after the first assignment or test, that teacher begins to realize that the student they were worrying about is more than capable. I call that a quiet confidence, and I think that phrase describes Julia Wortham to a T. I first met Julia halfway through her sophomore year and was impressed by her ability to master material in chemistry. That continued when she took AP Chemistry her junior year. Even with the disruption that occurred in the spring and a whole new test format and no in-person learning after March 15th, Julia was able to accomplish what only 10% of the students nationwide are able to do on a good year, a 5 on the AP Chemistry test. Julia, I am very impressed with your intelligence and the positive attitude you have always displayed. I have no doubt that you are going to do great things after high school.
Hello, I'm Joshua Ball. I have nominated Alex Meyer. I also nominated his brother, too, about 10 years ago. So Alex is one of the greatest leaders and most intelligent student athletes I've had the opportunity to coach and teach at St. Charles West. He works extremely hard in the classroom, on the football field, and on the wrestling mat. Alex has participated in both sports for 4 years. He started on varsity his junior and senior years in football, and in wrestling his sophomore, junior, and senior years. He's been a lineman and a fullback because the team needed a fullback. So he switched halfway through his senior year and then scored the most touchdowns in school history for a fullback in a game. He's been to state 3 times as a wrestler, finishing 6th as a senior. He's a captain of the football and wrestling teams. He's been an outstanding wrestler, recognized by the Officials Association. He is a true competitor and hates to lose at anything. He's always willing to challenge himself against the best competition possible to make sure he reaches his goals. He's worked extremely hard in the classroom the last couple of years to improve his grades and establish the right habits to be successful in the classroom and athletics at the next level. So he is now as competitive in the classroom as he has been in athletics, and to improve himself and master the information being taught. He's a great athlete, a hardworking student, and a sincere supporter of St. Charles West. You can always count on Alex to lead by example and challenge himself to become the best warrior he can possibly be. All of these attributes make Alex a true competitor and true representative of excellence here at St. Charles West.
I'm Julie Spees. So let's say you wanted to fight some ghosts. Who are you going to call? I'd call Justin Rigorix. Why? Well, first of all, he would start by using his amazing skills of logic, evidence, and reason from debate and AP Lang to talk you out of the existence of ghosts. And then, if that didn't work, he would blind you with science, explaining how it is not scientifically possible for a ghost to haunt your house. Next, he would use his Boy Scout survival skills as an Eagle Scout to bravely search the wilderness behind your house. And Justin is reliable. As a virtual student, he always answers when I call, "Justin, are you out there?" Justin ain't afraid of no ghosts. In fact, he goes the extra mile in his virtual speech performances, making sure that his video looks good and with adequate lighting, room to stand up, and even, get this, making sure that he can put a Senator Rigorix label on your Zoom box. I don't even know how you did that. And who knew? So let me tell you something. Justin makes us feel good. He is kind and respectful to everyone and deserves to be recognized for his warrior pride.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Amy Holland. I teach Spanish. Dominic Flint is my choice for the Warrior Pride Award this year. He's such an amazing young man. I first met Dominic when he was a freshman in my Spanish 2 class. I knew instantly that he was someone special. Dominic has so many admirable traits. He's always kind and upbeat. Somehow he manages to be positive and make the best out of every situation he encounters. He also has a great sense of humor that I love. He's a role model to all the kids at West. It's been a privilege to watch Dominic grow and achieve things in the classroom as well as on the football field. I'm a huge West football fan, and Dominic has helped make these last few seasons a blast to watch. His leadership skills, respect for authority, work ethic, selflessness, and dedication are as obvious when he takes the field as they are in the classroom. And the heart that Dominic plays with is inspirational. I'm really going to miss him when he graduates. St. Charles West won't be the same without DJ Dominic Flint, but I know he'll do great things wherever he goes.
I'm Taryn Ballman. Apparently, we're introducing ourselves. I teach facts. To echo Miss Perkins, I had to write it down because I couldn't remember who said it. But Miss Perkins, every year we are given the truly impossible task of nominating just one single student who displays excellence in and outside the classroom. And every year I have a long list of students who truly deserve it. I mean, there are a ton of them. But it's 2021, and the world is just different. So why should my Night of Excellence nomination be anything other than different, right? I was lucky enough to get the approval to nominate two incredible students from the class of 2021. We see them with each other all the time. More classes are spent in the same room together than they are apart. They are rooming in college together, and they are more than likely, actually, they are 100% sitting next to each other in the stands, and so are their parents. Where am I at? If you haven't put it together yet, because they obviously have, my nominations, because I could never pick one or the other, are Cece Henderson and Peyton Ledbetter. When I took over the volleyball program here at St. Charles West, Cece and Peyton were both sophomores who made their varsity their freshman years. Both of them were insanely dedicated to the program, always there for everything, and were locked in on the goal to move this program in a positive direction. Then in their junior years, they were enrolled in my AIP, which is where I was able to see these girls actually interacting with their peers. Cece and Peyton were the most caring individuals, always willing to go out of their way to help another student with homework or me with a task around the school. No matter the job, small or large, they are both willing to help anyone if needed. In addition, they have both excelled in the classroom as well, both receiving gold card status for the past 3 years, and I'm assuming they'll reach it this year because why wouldn't they? Cece and Peyton, thank you for your dedication to our volleyball program, to your studies, and to making our AIP the best AIP ever. I look forward to seeing where your lives take you, and I'm rooting for you every step of the way. I'm going to miss you both immensely. The words don't even describe it. Enjoy Mizzou, and don't forget to check back in every once in a while.
Good evening, and congratulations to everyone for making such an impression on the staff at St. Charles West that you all were nominated this evening. The student I have nominated needs to know that she does deserve every bit of happiness that comes her way. I've had the pleasure of getting to know Miss Hannah Walhoward for this past year. Hannah is always putting others first and is still able to be a successful student. She's our guidance aide and is always there to help us with a smile no matter the task. My favorite part is our talks we get to have. The highlight of my job is getting to know and talk to our students. I have enjoyed getting to know the wonderful person Hannah has become. Hannah, as you know, life has its ups and downs, but I'm a true believer that everything happens for a reason, and with all of life's experiences, you are going to be a remarkable teacher. Thank you for listening to me about my struggles, and just know you do deserve happiness. Surround yourself with those that make you happy, and just keep on smiling.
Bonsoir, je m'appelle Madame Delaney. Je suis prof de français. I've had the pleasure of having Loella Elliott in French for 4 years. From the first day as a freshman in French 2, she has shown an ability rarely seen in learning a language. She understands that the best way to learn a language is to try it out, speak it, write it, read it, listen to it, and to make the mistakes. That's how you learn how to speak a language. She experiments, she takes chances. Her fascination with cultures and their differences on what makes all of us tick is what learning a language is all about. She recently earned her seal of biliteracy in French and English, which acknowledges her as being proficient in 2 or more languages. Watching her soak up culture and language when she traveled with me in 2018 to France and Switzerland was a highlight for me of her 4 years here, and I look forward to watching her reach for her dreams of working with other cultures and organizations like Médecins Sans Frontières, which is Doctors Without Borders, or the Peace Corps, so that she can help others in public health. Loella, you will do amazing things in this world. We need more people like you. Good luck in all your future endeavors.
As I mentioned before, I sponsor a few clubs, and I'm also a teacher, and so after much haranguing, I talked Ms. Hockmeyer into letting me have 2 selections tonight. This person did, however, threaten to leave if that were to happen earlier today. Friendly, kind, and grumpy are all words that come to mind when we look at my next pick. Tanner New is the thinker. He has the plans in his head and knows how to get things moving. If a task is put before him, he doesn't waste time asking for details. He gets started. Tanner sits back, studies the situation, and then takes care of things. In whatever case, I worked with Tanner, a little Stuco, a little Renaissance, and a little Key Club, as well as his teacher. I knew if the task was assigned to him, I didn't need to check up to make sure it was getting completed. If Tanner is involved, it is getting done. I like to talk to Tanner about his future plans because he knows what he wants to do. And being Tanner, I know it is going to happen. And hopefully someday, he and Trevor will be the new and improved Property Brothers.
First of all, congratulations, and congratulations to your parents. I know as a parent that sometimes you wonder if you're doing things right. This is obviously evidence that you are succeeding in one of the most difficult jobs in the world. So congratulations, parents. Also, I didn't know about the 2 nomination thing. This is like one of the most stressful things in my all year is trying to pick one student out of 25 that are just amazing in my classes. And we're blessed with some really amazing students at St. Charles West, and there's some awesome people sitting right here that I know are in the process of changing the world and have great futures ahead of them. My nomination tonight is Jack Bachman. Jack is an amazing young man. In the past 4 years that I've been blessed to have Jack in several engineering, robotics, and video production classes. His outstanding projects are evidence of his creativity and ambition. In advanced robotics right now, Jack and his teammates have designed and built an awesome robot that picks up, loads, and shoots tennis balls, but not in a dangerous way. In short film, we just completed an animation project for the first time. Jack created an entire character from scratch. One of his work days, something went wrong with the saving process. Jack lost an entire day's worth of work. His response, no big deal, I'll just redo it next class. No whining, no complaining, no feeling sorry for himself. He just focused on solving the problem. I love when kids step up, take responsibility, and solve problems. Whatever the situation, Jack always shows up with a positive attitude. He is kind and respectful, and people look up to him because of these qualities. Once again, Jack, you're an amazing young man, and I appreciate having you in class the past 4 years.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, good evening. My name is Daniel Syre. I teach social studies here at St. Charles West. I've had the opportunity to get to know this young man probably, 6 years ago at this point. And I want to echo what some of these other teachers have said, is that we have an incredible number of great students here, and it was a really difficult decision to just choose just one student. I've chosen Darius DeCarlos for the Warrior Pride Award because I believe he exemplifies everything we would like our students to be here at St. Charles West. He's an outstanding representative of our school and community and sets an example for his fellow students for how they should conduct themselves on a daily basis. Some of the traits that Darius has include high character, kindness, respect for students as well as adults, perseverance, and an incredible team-first attitude. Darius is a young man who has great pride in his school and in the relationships that he has with teammates and classmates. I've been able to witness his leadership, character, and perseverance over the last 4 years as one of his coaches and in the hallways at school as a teacher. Darius is a 3-sport athlete here at St. Charles West, and in particular, he's an outstanding soccer player. It's very clear that soccer is his best sport. It would have been very easy for him to decide he was going to quit other sports that he participated in to focus on soccer. That's not, however, something that he would do because of the relationships he has with his teammates and his understanding of what it means to truly be part of a team. It's been my pleasure to get to know Darius over the past 6 years as he has grown into the young man that he is today. He's always kind, he's always respectful, and always gives his best effort. It's easy to imagine how much better our school community and our country would be if more of us were able to demonstrate these qualities on a daily basis. I look forward to watching how his character carries him forward, and I'm excited to see his future successes. Darius DeCarlos.
I'm Angela Hockmar, and I teach English, and I'm the Renaissance sponsor. So I still remember the first time I met my nominee. She was tagging along with Barb Bolin and ended up helping me sort shirts. This probably gives it away to most of you and to her, but my choice for Night of Excellence is Victoria Burley. Over the past 4 years, Victoria has made her mark at the school. Victoria has a natural vibrancy for life and wants to make the best out of it. Of course, the world threw her a curveball by letting the pandemic hit her junior year and effectively altering her high school experience and her senior year. Now, that might cause some people to become more apathetic about their senior year, but not Victoria. Victoria came back and masked up in order to make the best out of her senior year. Through this last year, it has been about what can we do to have some normalcy. And Victoria has had plenty of leadership opportunities to be able to accomplish this mission. Stuco president, class president, and Renaissance president. Now this is all great, and Victoria has grown so much as a leader over the year. I still remember when I taught her how to create a Google form, and then she got all excited, started creating Google Forms. But if I'm honest, the real reason I picked her is because of her big heart. Victoria truly has what I like to call a servant's heart, and is always thinking about the needs of others. In her leadership roles, she always approaches things as how it helps her classmates or the school. She has tried to think of fun activities that could be done, from spirit weeks to door decorating contests to even a virtual assembly that we are currently planning and hoping it will come off. As I think about Victoria and her impact here at West, I remember a quote from Maya Angelou. I have learned that people will forget what you've said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Victoria, you make people feel seen. You may not realize it, but you do. Well, Victoria, let me just say, I see you, and I will miss you next year.
Good evening again. Before I get started with my nominee, can we go ahead and acknowledge Warrior Vision one more time? Thank you very much. So my nominee this evening, who's probably already figured it out since I'm the last one, is one of the students here at St. Charles West who, in my opinion, epitomizes the spirit of the Warrior Pride Award, Mr. Jaren Foster. Not only is this young man a strong student academically, as illustrated by his diligence in the classroom and his excellent grade point average, but he's an outstanding warrior who quietly continues to model the grit and fortitude that we try to encourage in each one of our students. On the field, this young man is the consummate teammate, a fierce competitor, and a dependable leader. Just ask his coaches and his teammates. I've always been impressed by Jaren's performance on the field, not just because of his talents, but also because of his leadership. Despite the adversity he faced in the form of injury this year, and it wasn't his first, he continued to act as a leader even when he wasn't able to take the field. Jaren's approach to adversity is an example to all of us, and for all of his efforts, he has earned the opportunity to continue his football career at Evangel University in the fall. Yeah, you can clap for that. While fiery on the field, Jaren illustrates a quiet focus and determination along with a congenial disposition that truly makes him a valued student leader here at West. And I promise you, you will not find a nicer young man in the hallways in our building. Over my 20 years as an educator, I've learned that you have to be willing to embarrass yourself sometimes for the sake of your students. And I know just how nice a young man he can be, in that I may have found myself reliving or attempting to relive some glory days in his leadership class and racing a foot race with Jaren and his classmates. Thankfully, I had a bit of a head start. Unfortunately, I was not dressed for the occasion. I was dressed mostly like this, minus the jacket, but with the shoes. And I was going to win. I was going to win.
You had a good head start.
Easy on the head start. But then the shoes, I'm going to blame the shoes, failed me, and I found myself in a precarious position in which I had to make a decision. Do I try and save myself and probably hurt myself even more, or do I just lean in and go head first? So I leaned in. And the next thing I know, I am face forward on the ground with the finish line about 12 feet in front of me and Jaren well ahead of me. My name badge flying in the air, and I'm like, how am I going to live this one down? And there's Jaren and a couple of his classmates, and the first thing that he says is, "Are you okay?" No smile, no laughter. I can't say that I would have reacted the same when I was his age, so I appreciated that. And, I brushed it off. And I'm going to believe that they didn't laugh about it at lunch the next day when they saw me, but we'll just run with that. Jaren carries himself with a quiet confidence that is anything but boastful, and his success is bolstered by a strong work ethic, a respectful attitude, ambitious purposes, and a strong sense of personal responsibility. While I am disappointed that he and many of his classmates were not able to enjoy some of the traditional spirit events that we would normally have throughout the year, I am extremely grateful for the opportunity to have watched him grow into the young man that he is today, and for the impact that he has had on our school community. He truly displays a warrior spirit that we should all celebrate. For that, I have a special surprise for you in just a second. Good luck to you, Jaren. We are all incredibly proud of you and your accomplishments thus far. I look forward to following your successes in the future. Congratulations. I left out the story. So will I.
Where'd they go? I was like, where'd they go? I was waiting for them to. This was not rehearsed, by the way. Oh, okay. There they are. Oh, okay. This concludes the awards portion of tonight's ceremony. Students, the cord you received this evening can be worn with your cap and gown during your graduation ceremony. Parents, and many people have expressed this already, we are aware that a student's success in school is a reflection of the support and encouragement they receive at home, and we thank you for your dedication to your child's education. Let's give them a round of applause. Faculty, your extra efforts, so often unseen and unrecognized, have positively influenced a young person's life, and I thank you for your dedication and hard work. Students, your internal commitment to intellect and outstanding citizenship has made our school a better place, and we thank you for your commitment. Before we leave, I would like to take a moment to recognize our principal, Dr. Voelkel. May 1st is National School Principals Day. Dr. Voelkel, thank you for all your hard work this past year. Thank you for everything you've done to help keep our school open and for providing opportunities for normalcy for our students. This concludes our evening. Thank you for coming, and congratulations to our Warrior Pride winners.